Hello everyone and welcome to Can the UAE Become an Empire? That is how we're going to be starting off this video. With this, if they can be an empire. Well, we're about to see. So, this is the UAE, United Arab Emirates. Or in this video, the United Arab Empire. Now, they are going to want to start expanding because, well, it's an empire. Empires always want to expand. And here is their first person they declare war on, which is Oman. So I get Oman and Yemen confused, so I just had to check. So, obviously they start the invasion up here in the north. Where is Yemen's capital? I meant Oman's capital, but it's about like right here. So obviously they're gonna make a dash for the capital, and they succeed in capturing it, and they start taking out the rest of Oman. Now, Oman surrenders, and usually I'd be like, that's it, war's over, woohoo. But no, because this prompts Yemen to join the war against them. But there's a little bit of problem with this. So I don't know if any of you noticed, but last I heard, Yemen was kind of in an anarchy state, so it kind of just collapses, and the war ends. Now here's the peace treaty. They just basically both get absorbed by UAE. Now let's get to the next part, which is their plans to expand into Saudi Arabia. They're a lot stronger now, and they instantly declare war on Saudi Arabia. Now, you're probably like, there's no way this would actually happen. And yes, I know, this is impossible. There's no way this would actually happen. But the thing is that, I don't really care. They're also buffed. The UAE is very, more powerful in this video because, well, it's an empire video. And joining Saudi Arabia to fight back will be Israel and Qatar and Kuwait. Now, I don't know how the AUE is supposed to get to Israel, but I'm sure they'll find a way. But so the UAE begins to they start to push in. That was weird. Okay, but yeah, they begin to push in, and they're stopped around this point, I'd say, on this front, and they aren't able to push much farther in. But they do naval invade Qatar and force them into surrendering, because Qatar is small. If Qatar was bigger, it'd take a little bit longer. And then over here we have Saudi Arabia pushing back, trying to defeat UAE. So UAE is starting to lose ground here in this front. So UAE sets up a defensive around here to stop them from moving. And then over here they start getting pushed back. But don't you know this is an empire video? So we can't just let them get pushed back so easily and not fight back. And because it's an empire video, they get the super magical power to just not lose. And they just... I'm kidding. But since it is an empire video, we can't just let them get pushed back. So what they do is they push through here and take this out, effectively encircling the Arabs there. And then they start another front here and begin pushing this way to intersect with this front. And they begin pushing back over here after they change their defense to an offensive front. And, well, as you can probably guess, this is going to go good for Arabia. And they begin a full-on attack just from down there that goes all the way to, I'd say, about here. And now they're kind of, out of manpower, I'd say. They're kind of stuck. So they decide to sign peace with Saudi Arabia. And this is the peace treaty. So the UAE is a lot bigger now. And now let's just skip a couple years. This is an alliance. This is, well, the UAE, and they've annexed Qatar. And this time, UAE angers a different group. They anger Iran and Iraq. So for the first time ever, these two teams team up. And because it's an empire video and UAE is buffed, they start an invasion and they aren't losing. Over here, they kind of take out most of Arabia and try to go up and capture the coast. And they also make Kuwait City capitulate. And they attempt to capture the coast here, but are stopped here before they're unable to move forward. So they begin making an encirclement there and capture that area and kind of hold it as a defensive, as well as pushing up through the desert here to get closer to Arabia and its capital. And they also naval invade right here at the closest point they could and start spreading across the coast. And they only get to about here and maybe a little bit over here before being stopped. And they invade through Kuwait into Iraq. Now, Iraq used to have like the biggest military, but the U.S. kind of destroyed that. So as UAE keeps moving up and through, it gets kind of scary for Iraq. And Iraq said, here, we'll peace out with you if you give us Kuwait City. And, well, UAE agreed to that. So what happened is Iraq switched sides. They joined the red team. And they helped invade Saudi Arabia. And with invasions from both sides, on both borders, and the U.S. not having any bases in Saudi Arabia, because that would take away the fun of the video, they forced them to capitulate. And Saudi Arabia, one of the biggest players in the war, is defeated. After this, Iran is getting pushed in on two sides, two fronts. And Iran, not wanting to fight a two-front war, decides to capitulate, and they don't lose any land in the peace treaty. Now let's take a look at the peace treaty. So this is the peace treaty. So all Saudi Arabia and Qatar are absorbed into UAE, and Iraq gets Kuwait. Anyways, this is a short video, but it's okay because I'm going to be uploading at least 2, maybe 3 today. Anyways, that's the end of this one.